It all began with a single queen. However, this queen's growth rate was extremely slow, and I was nowhere near growing the massive colony of amazing camper murmur I had imagined. Even after 6 months, they were barely reaching pupation. I wanted more, and I was going to find it. Catch every new queen ant until I found the perfect one. To finally keep the abundance that I had once held, and maybe something even more. Because after the failure I had faced, I wanted to return stronger than ever. But now I had learnt it was always best to do it sustainable. I wouldn't make the same mistakes. I would raise my own colony from a single queen. All of the effort, dedication, and resources. Because it was finally time. I would raise my dream colony. I went up to check on my camper murmur queen. She wiggled her antennae, sensing that I had opened her tub, and venturing a little out of the nest. But sure enough, she hadn't touched the honey or cricket I had given her days before. But her cocoon was still safely in her tube. However, this time I wasn't worried. In fact, I had faced this exact same situation before. And plus, I now had 2 different queens, both of which were going strong. But it just felt like her cocoon of 5 weeks hadn't not changed one bit. And that the second queen had not made nearly as much progress at all. Because in reality, there was one species I was looking for above all. Mellophoris, a queen I had kept before, yet never truly understood the value of when I had her. I had released her along with my other queens, not realizing the mistake I had made. I had seen the workers and taken them for nothing other than small black ants. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Because one day, my perspective on them would completely change. A day over 40 degrees, I finally saw them again. What else could survive in this heat? There was nothing else that fast. This was the active and exciting colony I was looking for. But really, what were the chances of me finding the species I wanted? There was really no way I could have expected what was coming. Because soon, my luck would quickly turn around. felt like ages since my last interesting queen, but finally a queen of value, because this was more than any old queen. This was the same species that had started it all those years ago. My first ever queen ant. But now I had a chance to finally make up for what I had failed. I would raise them to a colony, but it wouldn't stop there. Until finally I came across this queen, the blue pony ant, with a purplish body and bright red legs. She was one of the most stunning queens I had ever kept, although perhaps second to one species I wished for above all. I was super excited to see if she would raise a colony successfully. But she still was one of the slower growing species, and I might not be content with just this one queen. But little did I know, I would soon be tested beyond measure. It was a cold day, with clouds heavy enough to fall at any moment. When I saw it, a tree, but unlike the others, this one had shape moving across it. Muscleman tree ant workers, the same species I had all those years ago, the same species I still wanted today. There were so many on this one tree, I thought it would just be a normal encounter, until I saw her. Most people wouldn't be able to tell, but this is a queen. She can be distinguished by her enlarged thorax, as seen here. And the chance that I saw this queen outside of the nest was incredibly low. And I couldn't help thinking, I could catch this queen, take her home and raise her, avenging my ant-keeping dreams. But after all I had been through, how could I? I watched the colony for a little while longer. Before finally turning away. And I couldn't help thinking, had I made a big mistake? Days passed, with no luck finding queens. Even the Iridomyrmex seemed to be hiding away. And I really just couldn't stop thinking, I should have taken the colony when I had the chance. That maybe because of this, I wouldn't succeed in my ant-keeping journey. The next week, I went to check up on my Chalibay queen, and to my disappointment, her tiny larvae hadn't progressed at all. I knew I could never let such an awe-inspiring colony of Muscleman tree ants die because of me. But had I really done the right thing? I believe my goal was hopeless. It didn't matter how many queens I had, when I knew there were amazing ants out there that I might never have a chance to raise. How could I ignore them? And to think of all of the chances I had in the past that I'd passed up without opportune. I was completely unaware of the fortunes that awaited me. Few hopeless days passed without word, all of them above 40 degrees, yet with no Malothus to be seen. I had started to give up hope that I would find the queens that I was searching for at all. Until one day, a day below 30 degrees in seemingly bad weather, I just wanted one more try to find them. I knew immediately that by some miracle I had done it. I had found Malothus queens, and not just one, but 10 different queens. It was almost a dream come true. But fate had one more thing to throw at me. I truly couldn't believe it. Somehow, some way, I had everything given back to me. A hope like I'd never felt before began to rise inside of me. Although maybe I had felt that hope before. When I opened Peace's tube to see the small worker standing there, hoping that I might truly raise a colony with her. For now, I had been given that opportunity again. It wouldn't go to waste, because I had learnt so much. I was finally ready to keep a golden tail bull ant queen. And this time, I would do it right. I had everything I ever wanted. And after all I went through, maybe I deserved it. Well, I knew what I wanted to name her. Welcome to the colony, Faith. Except there was one more thing I wanted.